Hey, it's Tom. Kind of chilly out here. So I'm going to just rant video for a couple of different little items. Many of you know that I posted pictures the other day. I have a bear here that's driving people nuts. And literally his tracks are like right here in the snow. Mr. Bear has been in my yard every day now for 5 days. The other morning, it was 10 o'clock in the morning, he walked through my neighbor's yard, walked up my driveway, snatched something off the porch. I'm not sure what it was because there's no garbage out there edible garbage for bears. Just snatched something off the porch and just kind of walked around the property like he owned the place. That's why I'm kind of swiveling here, because you never know when he's going to come in, and he's not afraid of anything. And I'll tell you, now that I investigated it, you have a better chance of shooting an intruder than you have of shooting a bear out of season. And I'm dead serious about that. I mean, if that bear tries to come in my house or something, if I can't prove to Game Commission that he was trying to break into the house or cause me bodily harm, I could go to jail and lose my guns, my license, everything. So yeah, that's crazy, huh? Animals have got more rights than humans now. So, you seen that Bloomfield Leather and Trading Company knife sheath. A couple more things I'd like to just go over fast for you. Let me get up out of here. Now this is a Woolrich coat. It's authentic Woolrich gear. This is what they call a Shirtjac. It's taken me 2 years to break the wool in, and I wear it a lot. Real quick on the outside, you got 2 patch pockets here. There's 2 hand warmer pockets, and obviously 2 breast pockets. There's a place on the collar here where you can fold it over and really snap it into place. On the back, there's a game pouch right here. I don't know why they put a game pouch on this, but there's a game pouch on it, and it covers the entire back of the jacket. Now on the inside, right now it's about 37 degrees out here, and on the inside is just this a heavy canvas-like type material. I call it a heavy denim, brown color. And it's a button-up, hidden button, storm flap, whatever you want to call it. You get it buttoned up here. This is the boring part of the video. This is what they call a Shirtjac. And also the cuffs inside are cuffed so that no air gets up inside of them. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, this is a Woolrich. And people are like, well, boy, that's warm. It's not. It's about 37 degrees out here. Somewhere in there. And this jacket I'm cool in it. I'm not cold, except for my back. I'm not cold. I'm not warm either. Now, with this jacket, coat, whatever you want to call it, it weighs 7 pounds. Yeah, seriously. If I put a liner underneath it, even a small liner like a hoodie or something like that, it gets exponentially warm. It's really odd, but it gets really warm. You can go out with a hoodie at about 25 degree weather. With the field jacket liner, I can make it out to about 20. And I really don't want to do any more than that, because then I get stiff and I can't move. But it's a great little coat, jacket, whatever you want to call it. It's 100% wool, and it's got a nice liner inside. The pocket snaps shut. If you can find one, if you're, an Eskimo type person, the cold don't bother you, grab it. You can't beat them. So I say I had a couple of things I wanted to go over, and the jacket was one of them. So let me take a seat here again. I can't get over to the review table. I wanted to start doing some videos over there again, but I can't get over there because, well, there's a bunch of snow. I've been asked a lot about this, so I figured I'd bring an update. This is my T.R.C, the knife that I designed. Now, this is, 5-6 months into using it. Okay? And I've done a lot with this knife, I have to admit. I've beat it through wood, not that I condone that, but, you know. Because of the balance of the knife, it doesn't throw so well, but it throws. The scales are perfectly in place. They're not even loose. The finish on it. I was talking to Charles the other day. He asked me how that's holding up. This is an acid wash finish. And the finish on it is absolutely phenomenal. It's not even, well, it's got a little wear right here. It's got a little wear right there, and that's about it. On both sides. What a knife. I'm telling you, like I said, I made shelters, cut saplings. It's just big enough to do, if you have to chop a little sapling off, you can do that. It's not so big, honestly, to me it looked like it was going to be, a clunker. But it's not so big that it's not maneuverable as far as cutting stuff and, carrying on with it. It's a nice wide blade. I did have an opportunity here during bow season to use this on a deer. And it performed flawlessly. Quartering the deer out, butchering it and everything, it was just phenomenal. So now these knives are for sale again. If you want one and you'd like to order one, these are handmade. There is a waiting period. And the price on these knives are $150. You can get a hold of me. You can get a hold of Charles Hoffman on Facebook. He runs Deep Woods Bushcraft and Survival. You can get a hold of him there. If you're going to order a knife this year for somebody special, I honestly would order one of these. Now, you do have your choice of scale material, pins, stuff like that. Also, the heat treat finish on the blade, but that is the knife. You can have it customized to your liking. So the price on this knife is $150. It might be a little less with some different material. These handle scales were pretty expensive. But you couldn't, it's a 3/16 stick. You can't beat this knife. I've tried. Believe me, I've tried. And right now, as many of you know, I'm unloading gear and stuff like that I don't use, but this is not going anywhere. This is going to be by my side till I die, and I think I honestly found a replacement for my K-bar. And this would be it. Now that I got my Bloomfield Leather and Trading Post sheath, I'll be carrying it more often. Because all I had was a CFK iPack, I think it's called, something like that, knife sheath, and the damn thing fell apart. It was bad. I mean, you could take and pull the rivets out of the leather and everything. It wasn't, I wouldn't advise anybody buying one. So, anyway, that's a T.R.C. Charles makes a whole bunch of knives that are less expensive. His knives start generally around $85. And he, like I said, he makes a whole bunch of knives that are less expensive. And, yeah, if you're looking for that special something for somebody, Excuse me. Look into the T.R.C. or any other of Charles Hoffman's blades. You can't beat them. They'll have it the rest of their life, and they'll love it. Trust me. I have 5 of his blades, and every one of them holds a razor's edge and holds an edge. And none of them have come apart yet. Can't say that about a lot of other knives that I've used. But this one here, and like I said, all of Charles' blades. Great blades. So, this is Tom. I want to thank you for your time and your patience. If you're not subscribed, please do. I'll see you guys on the next one.